everybody, welcome back to Keto Rewind. I am Jess, and today is a week, I think, 188 update of my health and fitness journey, or my journey to rewind my health from a morbidly obese weight to a healthy weight, living a healthy lifestyle. Now, I originally started my journey with a keto focus, which obviously the name of the channel, but these days I have gravitated more to a low carb, high protein approach. I just wanted to make that clear as I talk about today's video. So let's hop into the weekly update. Now, last week I made a goal to track macros. And let me preface that by saying I had been spending the last year and a half working on my emotional health, my mental health, identifying triggers, stresses, refinding a new focus to my journey, because I was consuming myself with extremes. Extreme overeating, extreme undereating, extreme calorie restriction, extreme overindulging. It's just a combination of extremes and yo-yos. So after losing 130 pounds, I managed over the last year and a half, I'm not quite sure the date that it started going this way instead of this way, I'd managed to gain 60 pounds back on this body. So after spending the last 6 months really digging into the mental side of the journey here, I was really focusing on how I wanted to eat, how I wanted to exercise, what made sense to me, what was not going to feel like a diet, and just started those pieces of the puzzle. And I've been making exceptional progress. I have been so happy and so proud of my personal self, my personal effort in this. And there was one more piece of the puzzle that I wanted to tackle. But I couldn't even tackle that part until I had really fixed all these other things, like the mental side of the weight loss journey, the how I was going to move my body, what I was going to eat. So all these things weren't even, I wasn't even able to calculate macros or track macros and all those things, because it was pointless if you didn't figure out the previous steps, right? It would just continue that yo-yoing process. So with the new plan, got it all going, tracking those macros. So I haven't tracked macros in so long, and when I set the goal out for last week, I, forgot how busy I am and how tedious of a process it was. So I tracked Monday and Tuesday, and for one, I was all over the place. I thought I was consuming more protein than I was. I was way out of whack for what my goals were. So I tracked Monday and Tuesday, and I was like, oh my God. And I was like, it kind of just got a little overwhelming. But at the same time, I was so busy I couldn't dwell on it. So for those of you that, just now joined me, I have an 8-year-old and a 7-year-old. The 8-year-old is doing volleyball and softball, and the 7-year-old is doing softball. There's 3 separate teams, so my days are so crazy. So I didn't have time to dwell on it. So I just stopped calculating those macros and just continued with what was working in the past couple of weeks. And I thought I'd try again this week with a new approach, because that was like, whoa, I don't have that kind of time right now. And it's not that I don't care, and it's not that it's an excuse, but it was like, whoa, I'm not used to tracking macros. Let's take some baby steps. So my focus this week is to prioritize just tracking my protein. I'm okay with doing baby steps. I want to hit at least 150 grams of protein per day. I am 242 pounds, so that's still less than what I should be eating, but I want to at least hit those numbers. Prioritize protein is the name of the game that I'm singing to. I feel fuller longer. It has the thermal effect of food. It's good for you. I'm very active. I'm moving my body, so you've got to eat protein to repair all those muscles. So that's why I prioritize protein. And I don't overeat protein, because I learned that when I was tracking Monday and Tuesday. So that's the goal for this week. I'm going to track and get those macros right. And maybe next week I'll add in the complex carbs and the healthy fats, like the vegetables and the healthy fats. So that's the plan. It was eye-opening. But I did hop on the scale, and despite it all, I still scraped off the 1 pound. So at the same time I'm tracking these macros, I get on the scale and I'm only down 1 pound. As I should be excited. You know what I mean? Like, it's a pound, it's gone. You know, it's like, yes, I did it. I'm on the right track. What I'm doing does not feel like a diet. What I'm doing does not make me feel restricted. What I'm doing has prevented me from doing any binges. I can't think of the last time the actual date, but it was in the beginning of August, the last time I ever ate in a binging like behavior. So we're in mid-September here. I don't feel restricted. I don't, like, it's just, everything's working right now. So why am I not happy with 1 pound off, you know? So as I'm sitting there and I'm like, part of the mental side of the health journey here is identifying those stresses, those behaviors, those triggers, all of that stuff to learn about how I work. And that is the old me wanting a quick fix or an extreme to fix my problems because it's like it wasn't fast enough. You know, like I kind of kidded myself because I've lost like 11 pounds in the week before. You know, so that sets this unhealthy expectation when you hop on the scale and it's only 1 pound. It's like, oh, you ruined everything. No, no, no. What I did was the right thing. I gotta own it and be happy about that. I gotta be appreciative. That was a lot of hard work. You know, to be as busy as I am and still scrape off a pound, 2 thumbs up for me, you know, and I need to embrace that. So along those same lines of my pity party, my 1 pound wasn't fast enough. I'm not fixing myself fast enough. I also bit the bullet and was like, you know what? I need to buy clothes. And I've been putting this off so long because if I had to go out and buy clothes, it would accept the fact that I gained weight, right? So when I first started out when I first started the weight loss journey back on February 11th, 2019, I was a 3XL or a size like 22, you know, like a solid 22 on the bottom. But so as I lost 130 pounds, I got down to a medium, my goal size. I was like, yes, mediums. I was like an 8 to a 10 on the bottom in my jeans. And I bought a ton of stuff. And that was such an amazing feeling. So every time I'd lost weight, I donated clothes, I tossed everything that didn't fit, and you know, but being that I was busy all this time too, I accidentally saved some fat girl clothes from my closet too. And so thankfully I did that because when I started gaining back from the yo-yo that was going up and regained this 50, 60 pounds, I've been wearing and trying to fit into clothes that have been too small. So that was one of those discouraging things this week. Although I had a great week, I bought clothes in a size extra large. And that was so disheartening and discouraging to my head. But it's like at the same time, so it made me want to go back to the extremes and get this weight off faster so I wouldn't have to buy these clothes. But it's like, no, 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 no. It's just clothes, get some clothes that fit, and move along, Jess. So I organized my closet. I bought, being that fall is nowhere to be found in Texas, and it's like 98 degrees Fahrenheit still, I didn't have to buy any jeans yet, but I had to buy tops and shorts, you know, and it's just like, it sucked. But they're just clothes, and I needed clothes. And I needed to supplement the tiny little wardrobe of like the 5 things I keep wearing over and over again. I got a few more things now. And I did manage to buy some activewear because you get more use out of activewear when you increase or decrease your size, like being that they're super stretchy. And that will help buy me some wiggle room and get me to fall. So when we get, maybe if fall ever comes back to Texas. But the thing is, I organized my closet and I had this like little section like this of clothes that fit. And then I have a big section of like, that's a little bigger and it's way here, and about 10 to 15 pounds, those things will fit. Kind of like an inspiration, or I can wear these, I just keep doing it. You know, this is your reward. It's right here. It's gonna go in this section. You know, just move it over, keep up the good work, trust the process, and embrace what you're doing. Because after all, what I'm doing does not feel like a diet, does not make me feel restricted, does not make me feel out of control, and has been preventing any binging-like behaviors, you know? So it's like, why would I go change all that? So although very disappointing to have to buy size XL when I'd gotten down to a medium, at the end of the day, they're just clothes, and it is what it is, you know, and I have that choice every day to keep trucking along and fighting for my health or keep gaining weight. So I'm just happy I fixed it now before I gained it all back, you know what I mean? So it's one of those things that's just like, dang it all, but it is what it is. So, and also it didn't help that, you know, it's Aunt Flo made a visit this week, so I'm more sensitive to these topics. It makes me second guess myself. It gets me all in my head, you know, but I'm just happy that I got to a good place before I decided to like go buy the clothes, because I can see myself so easily wanting to fix what I've done with extremes and then just keep that process of that never-ending yo-yo of up and downs, and it's just no way to live. So does it bother me? Yeah, but it also is a little inspiring because there are some things that I haven't been able to wear in a while that would be really cute for fall. So I can keep trucking along and doing what I'm doing, and I will be there. You know, like, believe in myself. I've done it before. I can do it again. I just don't need to do it with extremes. So that's where I was at this week. I know a lot of you can relate. I bet you know the feeling, and it's discouraging, but it's also inspiring because the weight is not permanent. You can always fix it. It's just how bad you want to work for it. You know, the goals only will work if I do. You know, I'm just not going to hop on the scale every week and see a loss without putting the hard work in. So my goals this week is I'm going to log in Carb Manager all of the protein that I'm eating. It's the happy medium. If I can manage to add extra stuff, no big deal. But my goal at the daily minimums, I'm hitting that 150 grams of protein every day this week, and see where I'm at. I do, really quick before I go, want to say one thing. I could not appreciate and love the support that I've received so much in the duration of my Keto Rewind channel. Like, I love the support, the kindness, that sense of community I have from each and every one of you. I appreciate your comments, your likes. I don't always have time to respond, but I see them. I read each and every one of all the comments, and I want to thank you for being there for me. I do want to say, with that said, I have seen a lot of shade thrown my way in the past since I've been doing this comeback, and I get it. You know, like, I don't know what the anger really is about, whether you just want me to be keto or you just hate me. I don't know, but if you're trying to get to me, you're wasting your time. I normally never even respond, and I won't respond to someone like you. I am making these videos is my response and my gift to share my journey, to share what I'm doing. For those of you that support me, you're why I show up every week. I could obviously, never make another video again and not share my journey. But I do feel like there's a huge group of you that get what I'm talking about, that look forward to my videos every week. And I do this for you. I don't do this for anything else. Obviously, I do the journey for me, but I'm talking about, like, I share my journey with you guys. And that's what makes me get up every Monday and come on here and tell you about the week, because some of this stuff is really exciting and you guys get it. You understand where I'm coming from. You have lived a life of yo-yos, extremes, being morbidly obese. You guys get it, and it's refreshing. So anything that I can do or say, if I just change one person, that is what I am here for. I'm not here for the haters. I don't even waste time on that. So it's just not me. I don't waste my time, and I don't make these videos for the haters. It's silly to me that they even follow me and they're that pathetic in their life, but it is what it is. It comes with the territory. At the end of the day, I preach you do you. I literally mean you do you. And with that said, I am going to get to my goal weight, and it's going to be so sweet, and we're going to do it together. So that is enough for me this week. I am Jess. Have a great week. Go be great, and you do you. You're watching Keto Rewind. Bye-bye.